No, I'm not clickbaiting. I'm being dead serious. This is how you fix the problem. Unlike many of these people, I've been an immigrant many times. I've been an immigrant in the United States. And this is what you have to do to fix immigration in the United States or anywhere else. Before I go on, as always, if you want to learn about preparedness, you're definitely in the right place. A ton of information here already. I always recommend my books too. Street Survival Skills for the practical aspect of preparedness. A lot of this is firearms training, things that cost thousands and thousands of dollars, many hours as well. Surviving the economic collapse, the economic aspect of all of this, and children's book. Yeah, so as to read to your kids and have them learn basic values that are super important, Lucas Streams. These are going to be in the links there below. Let's play this thing and then allow me to explain.
And we're going to have to get through to President Trump because I don't know what this nonsense was that he was speaking last night on his interview with Laura Ingraham on Fox News.
Folks
It got cut off there. She says a lot of folks are not thrilled about
this idea of hundreds of thousands of foreign students in the United States. We have about 350,000 Chinese. One point during COVID, you were going to, they were pushed to, get them out, but that was pulled back. You've said as many as 600,000 Chinese students could come to the United States. Why, sir, is that a pro-MAGA position?
Yeah, how the hell is that pro-MAGA?
So many American kids want to go to school, and there are places not for them, and these universities are getting rich off Chinese money.
Sure. Never said about China, but we do have a lot of people coming in from China. We always have. China and other countries.
India.
We also have a massive system of colleges and universities. And if we were to cut that in half, which perhaps makes some people happy.
We should cut it to zero, actually. No foreign students, period.
You would have half the colleges in the United States go out of business.
So what?
Well, I think that's a big deal.
Are they fans
You would have the
of the United States?
So this country...
Are they friends of the United States? So, well, they would lose money. Okay, so then it's not about MAGA. It's not about Americans. Make America great again should be about Americans, not about making foreign companies and corporations rich, or even American corporations. It's about the American people. Fuck, I'm not even American. Why am I even talking? This is not my native language, in case you haven't noticed already. Why is it that you have to benefit corporations, in most cases, foreign-owned corporations, as is in the case of many of these universities? Why is it that you have to, fall for the lobby of Israel pressure on universities? Why? Why is it that you have to go after your own First Amendment? Oh, because we cannot allow any kind of speech against this foreign government. It's a fucking foreign government. What the hell do you care if it's getting criticized in your own colleges? You shouldn't even care if it's your own government getting criticized, but a foreign government? You're looking after the interests of corporations and bringing in millions of Chinese and Indians that are going to take up the job of why the fuck I'm not an American. Why is it I have to say these things when the president of the United States is defending it? What is going on? Let me explain how you fix the immigration problem. It's very simple. First of all, illegal immigration is invasion. It's not immigration. You're getting invaded. They're not wearing a uniform. They're not carrying a gun, but you're still very much getting invaded. In the United States or anywhere else. Illegal immigration is not immigration. It's simply invasion. Number two, legal immigration should have some rules. Some logic, common sense rules. All right. So I want to benefit from immigration, especially if I'm bringing some of the smartest people in the world, some professional world-class athletes. Lionel fucking Messi went to Miami. You're going to say no to that guy? You're an idiot. The guy said no to $700 million by the Qatar government or whatever. He said, no, I'd rather just go and make $100 million in Miami because I like Miami. Okay, that's a good idea. That's smart. All right, that's one guy. So the way you go about this is very simple. No illegal immigration. That immediately gets you kicked out of the damn country, as it should. Second, immigration is going to depend on what is it you bring to a country and where you're coming from. So if I have a country that has a same language, same values, you are an asset to the country, then of course it's going to be slightly easier. You're going to go by a system of quotas. So let's say I bring in 1,000 Canadians. Does that mean that you're losing your identity as Americans because of 1,000 Canadians? You could probably bring in 20, 30,000 Canadians, and you would barely even notice they're not American. They're that similar, right? So Canadians would probably have a very high quota of immigration. I don't know exactly the numbers. Can you bring in 1,000 Canadians without even putting a dent on the American identity? For sure. Can you bring in 500,000, a million Canadians? I don't know the number. I'm pretty sure it's quite high. But it's a matter of researching and saying, okay, these are the amount of Canadians they can bring in if they want to come. British people, pretty much it could well be the case, right? British people, Irish people, Australians. All right, you have a quota for those people. What about the rest of the world? Well, probably if they're not speaking the same language, but they come from a developed country, there's a good chance they could assimilate quite well. How many Europeans? And it's going to go by country. How many Germans? How many Spaniards? How many Italians? How many Polish people do I want to allow into my country? It's going to be a quota of 1,000, 2,000, whatever that number is, you're going to determine depending on what serves best the interests of Americans, not corporations, Americans, all right? If I bring 1,000 Canadians and want to do jobs, fine. What about the... And that's how you go about it. So, common language, common values, common religion, and the further you go away from that, the less of a quota you have, or probably none at all. If it's a third world, non-English speaker, probably should be a pretty small quota, or zero. Zero. I'm from Argentina. People from Argentina may have a second language and pretty fluent. Probably good chance it's also going to be Catholic. All right, maybe you have whatever number it is, right? But it's not going to be the same as a damn Canadian that lives across the border, right? And the more distance you get to zero. No, we don't want anyone from this country because it brings nothing to us. And it helps no American at all to have a damn radical lunatic that hasn't got my same values, my same religion, nothing in common with us. That guy is more than likely going to be a problem, all right? And that's what you do. That's what the United States needs to do. That's what everyone else needs to do. Again, not an American, been an immigrant a bunch of times. I've gone through these things, and this is how you fix it. If you don't believe me, that's fine. You can be wrong as much as you want. This is the only way of doing things right when it comes to immigration. Have a good day. Take care.